In between. Maybe I'll make
So are you playing? Okay, where can you see?
Elementary school that my daughter
Doyle, I'm sitting next to you. Just steal it? That's cool. Did you see teachers? Oh, yeah, dude.
Well, that's true.
Oh, it was. I called it, yeah.
I think it's talking to you. I'm just gonna I called it. My
can get your own. You have 2 feet. I have 2 solid boxes.
I just said the jackpot. Check this out.
I'll wait for the hard bank. I'll wait for hard bank. I'll take you on that. Take 2. Maybe 3. Sam, do you want one? There's one.
Something to eat, Sam. Get something to drink too.
Jack got a big 6 too. Yeah. And then Jeff had that corner. Oh, on the bar. Jeff had it on this. I was like, I told my guys what I did. And they're like, what do you want? Try to like, find my boss. No, he jumped. He jumped and made it up right now. Just went right by me. He's there right now. Yeah, one of like Johnny was a pretty good player too. Like, he was supposed to get better, really good. Yeah.
That's from today.
I see more like that. Give me 6 on that.
Take it, go, go. Yeah, one more.
All right, guys, hey, we'll go get started real quick.
finish your food as you spilled all that over your pants. That's cool. Good job. Good job. So obviously there's parents out there watching live on the internet. Can't stop technology. For those of you who don't know, I'm Coach Ryder, the head freshman coach, and then the head wrestling coach here at Legend High School. Just want to start off by saying thanks a lot, guys, for coming out. I know that this was obviously kind of a late deal. We've obviously had a challenging year, but we do want to acknowledge, I think right now, fellows, our parents over there, well, your parents anyways, that put this through together. Let's give them a round of applause for putting this together. So when we were asked to go for hey, the banquet's going on, I had to take a second and kind of think, because to be frank with you, I haven't seen a lot of you kids, unless you were in the wrestling room, in about 6 or 7 months. So I had to go back to the season through my head, and I will say that I really enjoyed this group of kids. I had coached freshman football for I think 3 or 4 years prior, but it had been a while. And then talked with Coach Steele and asked me to come back. Well, I think maybe I asked him to come back, and then it kind of turned out that I was going to kind of be the head coach, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think that part of the thing that I enjoyed most was having 2 guys who know football way a lot more than I do landing that plane, and I got the opportunity to kind of interact with the kids and do those things, because that's what I like doing. I think that this group has the potential to go do some great things in the next 3 or 4 years. I think that they set the standard of what freshman football at Legend High School should be about, so what the expectation is, and classes coming up behind will definitely have a hard or big shoes to follow. Okay, so you guys should know that. Like I said, I probably coached 4 or 5 teams, and I think you guys are my favorite. Okay, so I really appreciate you guys, your positive attitudes, and your great work ethic, and your toughness. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to call each one of you up. Coach Joel is going to get started. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? Yeah. Here we go.
First one is Grayson. So Grayson was our kicker this year, did a great job for us. There was a couple times this year where it stunk because our center got hurt, and so we didn't have a long snapper, so we had to go for 2 even though we had a kicker. But we worked on it. Grayson got really good, so it was really fun at the end of the season to have Grayson be able to kick extra points for us.
Yeah. Good job, Grayson.
Jack Volpe.
Jack Volpe.
Jack played quarterback this year. It was great to see him throw the ball around. He had a great year. We worked on his throwing motion. I had a blast coaching him, hanging out with him, calling him Uncle Rico all season long. So, hey, great job in freshman football.
Carson Keach.
Yeah, Carson.
All right, so Carson played receiver and defensive back, then broke his, what'd you break? Yeah, back and wrist. We're trying to keep him rested and healthy, so he ended up playing a little more DB than receiver. But when he was healthy, he was a great possession receiver. And then he was always one of those shutdown corners or guy on defense that I could always count on to move around and make sure that he had everything under control. So, nice job, Carson. Lucas. Lucas had a great season for us this year. Played linebacker, defensive end, safety, running back. Had an unfortunate incident at Regis with his knee. And I'm going to tell you this much, just if he hadn't got hurt in that game, that Regis game wouldn't have been close at all. And so having to scramble because of quarantines and then losing Lucas, that really changed the complexion of that game. But I know he's going back, he's healed up, and he's recovering. So it'll be exciting to see what you do next year, too. So, good job. Cash was kind of Mr. Everything team for us this year. He was on special teams. He was quarterback, played a little receiver for us, played defensive back. So he's all over the field, and I'm really, excited to see what you do next year in sophomore football, or JV football, or varsity football, with all the things that you learned this year. So good job. And then Logan White. Logan was great on the offensive line, helped us out on the defensive line when needed, but was battling some knee injuries, so had some pain there. But offensive line-wise was just that quiet, calm leader that always did what he was supposed to. And with the quarantines, it seems like every week he was playing a different position, so which is not an easy task. But it's nice to have kids that go out and do exactly what they're supposed to on every play that you can always count on. So good job, Logan.
All right, Coach Dole, everybody. Public speaker extraordinaire. Can I please get Xander Smith come on up here from the podium? Okay, so Xander Smith did an absolute outstanding job. Let's go ahead and shake it. Okay, there we go. Did an absolutely outstanding job for us, primarily on defense. Xander was a great practice guy too. Always jumping in on teams, always kind of doing what coaches asked. In the wrestling room works just as hard. So just super excited about Xander and see where he's going to be in 3 or 4 years. Good job, bud. Let's go. Contact, let's go. Okay. Trevor Gondak, one of my favorite kids to make fun of. Okay. Trevor Gondak's a great kid, great athlete. To be honest with you, I had a great time coaching with him. His attitude was always super positive and really was pretty much one of the more tougher kids on the team. And that's saying a lot with this group. Enjoyed the heck out of him and looking forward to seeing what he's going to do next couple years. Gary Edwards, come on up, Bob. Garen Edwards, primarily defensive player for us in that defensive secondary. I always liked Garen because I thought he as an individual who's not the biggest kid on the field, I was always impressed with how he wasn't scared to come up and go get his helmet dirty and kind of pop some kids just coming up and making that tackle. Great attitude kid, great effort kid. Super excited to see what he's going to do in the next couple of years. Good job, Garen. Let's go with Franks. Let's go with Franks. Frankie did a great job for us this year. I like Frankie because I feel like he doesn't really look like he's moving fast, but he is. And then he just runs kids over. I like teasing him as well. Frankie! One of my favorite kids I coached this year, and I know that he's going to lead this team 2 or 3 years from now, and it's going to be fun to watch. Okay, good job, kid. Let's go Aiden Parker. Aiden Parker, AP, come on up. All right, Aiden Parker. Aiden Parker, another kid. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, so I apologize, but it's the truth. Just another great effort kid. Just another great kid that did what we asked him to do, did not have a problem putting his hand in the ground. If we asked him to do that, stand up, didn't matter what we asked him to do. I feel like once he grows into this frame, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Tall kid, got some physical attributes that are going to help him out down the road for a little bit. Good job, bud. Proud of you, bud. Good job. All right, let's go, Aiden Griffin. Let's go, Aiden Griffin. Here we go. Aiden Griffin, to my knowledge, the only kid that went home and took a shower after weights. Good job, Aiden. Okay, Aiden is a great young man. He grew 4 inches since November, so we're all excited about that. He is another kid who did what was always asked of him. And I see a transfer in the wrestling room. He's always doing the off-season workouts, working real hard. One of the most light-giving kids too. I think it's worth noting. I think Coach will be happy that he's here in about 2 or 3 years. Good job, bud. Let's go, our man. But you guys don't know, Arden Man has a doppelganger. Anybody know what a doppelganger is? Yeah. Okay, it's Colton Schultz. You know what Colton Schultz looks like? He looks just like Arden Man. Arden Man's one of my favorite individuals I coached this year. On the line, I feel like he was kind of a leader on that line, and Coach White could probably speak to it better than I could, but absolutely outstanding effort, toughness, and just super excited to see what he's going to do at Legend High School. In the wrestling room, on the football field, all those things. Super proud of you, Arden. Good job, buddy. Last but not least, Deacon Anderson, let's go. Deacon Anderson currently does not have a mustache, does have one on occasion. Okay, it's a crowd pleaser. I enjoy coaching Deacon. I've actually coached Deacon in middle school wrestling for like 3 or 4 years. The thing that I love about Deacon is, and I actually told him this Saturday when we were wrestling at Rock Canyon, was that you're being extremely coachable, listening to what things are going on, and really trying to implement those things. He was another kid that filled up, I can't remember what game it was, but filled in for us on the quarantine situation. And to be honest with you, having conversations about, hey, what are we going to lose if this kid's out? Deacon, we didn't miss a beat with him. He stood up like a grown man and handled his business. We were super excited about that. Yeah, good job. Tanner Blaylock. Tanner Blaylock. Tanner was a great guy that we, in practice, we could always count on to do whatever we wanted on scout. Whenever we, did get him in the game, he was out there giving 110%. Someone that, effort was never a question when it came to Tanner. So we're really glad to have him out there helping us out on both sides of the ball wherever we need him. Thanks, Tanner. Nathan Anderson. Jack Morgan. Jack was like our 6th man on the offensive line, and then when Josh Love got hurt, we obviously really needed to fill in at center. Jack decided, hey, I'll give it a try. Went in there. The rest of the season did exactly what we needed. Worked, his butt off on getting the snaps back, getting up to his box, whether it be the down linemen or the linebackers, and was really crucial to what we were able to accomplish this year. So, congrats on a great season, buddy. Good job, guys. Chris helped us out on both sides of the ball, played the end and tackle for me. Great kid. Really glad I coached against him in youth, and was glad to be able to coach him up this year. Can't wait to see what you're able to accomplish in the next 3 years here. Ryan Doyle. Ryan played a ton of receiver and DB for us, DN, wherever we really needed him. His speed, obviously in football, speed kills, and this kid is overflowing with it. He is going to be a nightmare at the next level, the varsity level, for someone to try and cover. So, congrats. Good job, Ryan. Porter Johnson. Another O-line, D-line kid, great effort. Love coaching this guy. I really think the sky's the limit for him. You just need to live in the weight room, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the next 3 years will bring. Alex played running back and linebacker for us, and obviously had to miss a couple with the quarantine issues we're having. Looking forward to seeing what a full season, if this guy, has a full season of training and weightlifting and, working his butt off. I know we can do that, never question that. So, just want to say congrats on the season. Good job. Good job.
we'll find the score. Because I was one mistake in it. All right, Noah Archuleta played receiver for us, always knew where to line up, which there's a lot of times when just getting people lined up correctly is important. On or off the line of scrimmage, played, what'd you play? Defensive end? Yeah, played defensive end for us. And he was just a huge part of that success with his receiving skills. We don't throw the ball a ton, but when you do, you got to catch it and make something happen. You always did, you know, and defensive end, you did a great job. So, good job, Noah.
Coach Steele?
You do have.
You're looking for him.
I have my.
Old school kids aren't always on there.
I just want to take a couple of minutes, number one,
Hey, Coach, we got Juju got to come up.
gotta get Juju. Let's get Juju.
Did we miss anybody else before? We're good?
Forgetting about Juju.
We're not forgetting. Well, we didn't say. Where did I start with this kid? O-line guy, played a little backer, motor that just will not stop. Love coaching this kid. I've coached him for 4 or 5 years now. Had some injuries, not this last season, but prior, that he's been able to overcome, and just his drive and determination to be a good human, a good football player is what kind of sets him apart from everybody else. I mean, like I said, his motor just doesn't stop. He'll go out there and give you 110% on every single play until he has nothing left in the tank. So it was a pleasure coaching him, and can't wait to see what he does the next 3 years. You get one of these? Oh, there, give it to you. Oh, well,
That's why.
you stole it. All right, Coach, now it's your turn.
We're just so happy that we were able to at least get together in May if we couldn't have done it in December or November. But what you guys have accomplished, what so many people have accomplished this school year, is a major achievement. Without question, all of this school year has been under trying conditions. What we're really hoping is that in the coming weeks and months, you are going to experience what quote unquote normal high school is like. Because it hasn't been normal the last 14 or 15 months. But the lessons that we can learn from challenging times are really a lifelong lesson. And of course, it was this historic pandemic that hit us last March. And all of you together were able to overcome a number of obstacles in terms of getting into football, summer workouts at Tallman Park, our first COVID workouts outside, which maybe seem normal to you. Hopefully they never occur again. And then to start the school year and the football season under extremely challenging conditions, you and your parents and loved ones hopefully feel a real sense of accomplishment, because we are especially proud of you. Now that it's May and we're running the seniors out of here at the end of the week, it really is time to start anticipating the 2021 season. And so I just want to fill in you and your parents with some of the things that are going to be happening under what we hope are a little more normal conditions. Number one, we want to finish off this semester in school as strongly as possible. Your transcripts in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever it is, are going to have 2 of your 8 semesters of grades on them. So we're going to be 25% of the way to completing your transcripts. And what's on your transcripts from your freshman year are just as important as what is on them in your junior and senior years. And every year I tell young people this, and I think fewer and fewer of them are really able to comprehend it, because at your age you have a hard time thinking about tomorrow, let alone 3 years from right now. But what I can tell you is we have seniors in our football program right now, and we do every year. And we'll have them in this group as well, who when they're seniors, they look at their transcripts and they wish they would have listened to their parents, to their teachers, to their loved ones, to that old guy that's their football coach who tells them, your transcripts stay with you forever. We're not going to be able to change what's on your transcripts from this year. They're going to be there for the rest of the time. And we have young people that are leaving Legend right now who wish they would have taken their freshman and sophomore years academically more seriously, because now they're living with those transcripts that may not be exactly what they want to walk out of here with. So what I'm telling you first and foremost is finish this semester as well as you possibly can do academically. And you have loved ones and support system here at Legend High to help you do that. And then after that, the Tuesday after Memorial Day, I think that's June 1st, isn't it, coaches? Or is it June 2nd? Anyway, we will start our summer program. And we're really hoping that it's more under normal conditions, where we will work out Monday through Thursday, starting at 7 o'clock. You'll be done at 9:30 a.m., have the rest of the day to yourselves. And that's really where we start the building blocks of our 2021 football team. And for the teams that we're celebrating today, that was over here at the at the park together. And it was under some really adverse conditions. But working hard, developing a brotherhood, developing a sense of being a part of something bigger than yourselves is the very first step to really establishing yourself in our program. As I told you last fall, it has not changed. There are more better football players at Legend High than at any time in the 5 years that I've been here. And we feel special about our graduating seniors. But we're bringing in another class of freshmen that are going to be, as we're anticipating their arrival, much like we did your own. And it's going to become really, really competitive in Legend football amongst ourselves. And we all need to kind of realize that, accept it, and understand that the best thing I can do for my own self-interest in the football program is to get as involved as I can starting right after Memorial Day. At a minimum of 9 times a week. 5 and 0 period, 4 after school, and then weather allowing what we're doing on speed and agility after that. We have 9 workouts a week for football players right now, at minimum. If you're not hitting a number of those right now, that's something you need to sit down and talk with your parents about. How can you create a schedule for yourselves, for your family, that allows you to become as involved in Titan football as you can? Because for the first time now in my 5 years at Legend, people are coming here to play football. We've tightened up Parker. We are making our legend here. Okay? It's exciting and fun, and there's a ton of emotions that go into it. We want you to be a part of it. We want your families to be a part of it, okay? But understand that that's a two-way street. You need to set up a schedule that allows you to come as often as you can. And everybody's going on vacation this summer. I'm definitely going to go to Montana, I hope, this summer. And we need to do those things. But when we're in town, we need to be here Monday through Thursday, working extremely hard, having fun, overcoming obstacles and challenges together. I can't tell you how proud we are of you and your families for everything that went on this fall. We had an extraordinary season. We are building to try to top it, equal it, meet those standards. And it's going to require, just like it did this past season, the efforts of a whole village or community of people, all right? But it starts with our players, all right? And so understand that. It's going to be super exciting next year because we're really hoping that we can allow as many fans that want to come to our games as possible. And those game day atmospheres are priceless. You cannot recreate them. We couldn't this past fall to the extent that we have in the past. And we're working to build on that even more so this coming fall. And we want you to be a part of it. So understand that kind of requires you to sit down with your parents and just go over what's important to you. What is it that you want to be doing with your time? Because there's a lot of things that we could be doing. We would love to have you here working with us, okay? Your accomplishments this fall, they really speak for themselves. You can't literally have a better freshman season than you did, all right? But as life goes, we've turned the page, okay? That season was months ago. We're looking forward to the next one. We want to make it a bright page in your book of life, okay? So we're going to pour everything that we can into it. We're going to encourage you to pour as much as you can into it as well. And we're looking to have another season where the Parker community, the Titan family, are super proud of our football team, okay? We're looking to make that happen. Very much appreciate you and your families. Go Legend. Finish the semester off as strongly academically as you can. Thanks, Titans.
Okay, I'll just take a quick minute. So I'm, for you freshman guys who may not know me, I'm Evan Axelrod. I'm the president of the Booster Club right now. And basically on behalf of all of you guys as players, all of the family and the Booster Club, we wanted to present just a small token to you guys for the hard work you did. You heard Coach Thielen talk about what a crazy year it was and the challenges that all the players went through. And part of what made them successful was you guys. So we just have a small token, a plaque for each of you guys, and a card with possibly a goodie in there. And it's just basically, it's congratulating you guys on having an amazing season. So let's give the coaches a huge hand, guys.
I'll give Coach Pierce a little for it. Freshman, like you heard Coach say, you guys had a wonderful day, but again, and I just would like to reiterate real quick what Coach said. You're kind of looking at a guy who kind of took his academics for granted early on, and that stuff's real. Okay, does that make sense to you? That needs to be a priority right here. Because you don't want to get out of high school or get to the end and you see all your buddies with what I like to call options, and you don't have any options. Okay, your option is this because you failed to recognize the significance of your choices as a 9th and 10th grader. Does that make sense to you? It's a real thing. Okay. Hey, guys, I had a great year with you guys. I truly appreciate it. Super glad I got the opportunity. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And that's all we got. So you guys, what? Thank you very much. Hey, if you guys got trash, please make sure we throw it away though.